Okay, so today I want to talk about all the classes in Wynncraft, since I basically tried everything out, except for Warrior, because I still feel like this is the most, I guess, balanced and simple class. So I won't be talking too much about it. So yeah. So first let's go over all their strengths and weaknesses. So we'll just go in order. So Archer, highest range in the game, which I'll be honest, I may have to doubt that, but they aren't meant for close combat, obviously. They don't really do much DPS. Oh, they do, but it's meant for single only. As you can see, just for simple, I want this slow attack speed, and I don't know how like very fast attack speed is, but you can see it's it's still relatively fast. But the problem is you actually have to aim, and if they're close to you and you somehow miss, you're kind of screwed. And so yeah, you can see that they are really good at range. But if we go to a small group, let's say, let me grab these two. Now, I'm actually not sure about this myself because, well, when I played it for the week I did. Okay, yeah, you can see they don't do area damage. They only do single target damage, which is still fine because this is considered slow, even though this is still relatively fast. And you can even aim higher to go way farther, but that's very unnecessary. It's mostly it mostly looks like wherever you aim, the arrow will go, but arrow trajectory still exists, so you have to aim either higher or lower, but not too high or too low, or else you will go over or hit the floor. But yeah, you can see this class is strong, really strong, especially in single targets. They're not meant for groups, and if you get hit, like you get hit by if you get surrounded, pretty much, you're kind of just dead because low defense, according to what the what the class description says. So yeah, but to be honest, that much range is very unnecessary. And since it can't do area damage, like the closest thing so far as I can see is probably Arrow Storm and the Bomb spell. Because Arrow Storm obviously it shoots a bunch of arrows, you can hit multiple enemies. And the bomb kinda self-explanatory. So we'll go to the next one, which is Warrior. Like even says over here, the warrior offers the mightiest enemies to take them on, as they boast the highest defense value in the game and deal a fair amount of damage. It's pretty self-explanatory. Good damage, good defense, okay range, and since of course there are warriors, uh they're meant for close combat, not meant for range battles like Mage, Shaman, Archer. So pretty much your average class, beginning class, and well balanced. So next up is Mage. Mages are naturally talented in the magical arts. While their raw damage may be considered weaker, they offer a great amount of utility and versatility with their spells. Now this is true. The only thing that sucks about it is that their first spell is literally a heal spell. And then their second spell is a teleport spell, which is just for mobility. So you're not actually going to get a single attack spell till level 21. So let's go to it. This is my current setup, fast attack speed, which you can see, it is fast. And okay, they weren't supposed to die in one hit. Let me find something a bit stronger. But you can see, it has a fair amount of range. And it can it? Hold on, this is annoying me. Okay. Yep, it can hit through walls. You can see over there, 43 health. If I hit through this, 33. So yeah, it can hit through walls. Hit through walls, you get good range. It says its attack is low, but I doubt it. Because, as you can see, I haven't even put a single point in yet. Well, except... No, something here gives defense right here. But, yeah, you can see it even does area damage, which was what I would consider the weakest point of Archer. Is that it doesn't do area damage. It does single target damage only. It's more of a one-hit KO kind of deal, from what it seems like. You can see this can handle groups, especially with fast attack speed. That's a pretty big area effect too. Yep, good area damage. Good damage in general. Very, very good range. And it's not overdoing it like Archer, because to be honest, that much range is very unnecessary in this game, unless you want to like aim way up there and hope you kill something for fun. But you can see, this is pretty much just as much range as you would want in a class. So good range. They have decent defense, which is good enough, to be honest. You don't want to be too tanky, because obviously there's always a downside in being too tanky, which is mostly you do significantly less damage. So they make up for that. And this is, again, probably the most balanced magic type of class. It's like Archer, but better. Yeah, that's how I'm gonna put it. It's Archer, but better. Because you can actually get fighting close and have no issues, because you have area damage. You do significantly more damage than Archer, in my opinion. And you have the range. So, yeah, better than Archer. You even have the defense. You can even see right here, they can't even touch me. Unless I go up close like that for no reason at all. And I haven't even put a single point in yet. I could increase my damage right now if I wanted to. But I'm waiting for, like, requirements for weapons and armor, so I can put in my points where they should be. But yeah, you can see, fairly balanced magical type of class. And, in my opinion, better than Archer. Now before I continue, I haven't really done all these classes to mid or end game. I'm literally in the start. But I'd say I have enough experience in Wynncraft to see what class would be good in certain situations or not. So just bear with me there. Now let's move on. Go back to the hub. Go to this world. And then next is Assassin. Now, my most played class, obviously. And I forgot to read the assassin description. Let's do that. Right here. You can see high damage, pretty good defense, probably the lowest range, but good enough to go by, and okay spells. The assassin is the deadliest of all class, exploiting enemies' weak spots to deal massive amounts of damage from the shadows. However, they endanger themselves by having to get extremely close. Now, the endanger part isn't that true, I guess, because I always go in close recklessly all the time. So I'm in a more higher level area because I've been playing this class the most. This was my first class that I chose. So yeah. Now Assassin, like they said, good health or good attack, good defense, okay spells, and really low range. Like if I go like that, that's considered low for some reason. Even though it's not that low. It has good area damage, which is really weird to me because it has way more area damage than I would say Mage, and it can even area damage rather than Archer, which makes zero sense. But you know what? I'll take it. Like Archer can't do area damage, but they let this thing do. Let me just find multiple enemies. But I'd say, like they said, Assassin is a very deadly class, especially if you build it right. Like, let's look at this weapon, which is the newest weapon I bought. But yeah, you can see close combat, even from a distance, it's okay because your weapons, assassin weapons, typically have like more unique abilities. Like this one is poison, 549 damage for 3 seconds worth of poison damage, and that's adding up to my neutral damage and my thunder damage too. But yeah, I can't hit through walls obviously, and as you can see, close combat, it's very dangerous because that one thing took out 800 health from me, and that's with my current setup, which is I have 2000 health. As I showed you, poison based damage, and yeah. Now the skills is insanely good. I don't know why they put it only at a 3 out of 5, because this is really good. The Vanish spell, really good range for it, and it gives you speed for higher levels. So you can go even farther. And then there's this, which literally you'll never be able to get surrounded, because you can just spam this. You can just spam this, as you can see. And the smoke bomb, I think it was what was it? But no, not that. I forgot the little clicking thing because I haven't been playing this class. Okay, you know what? We'll just do this first then. You can see that's the multi-hit. Okay. Okay, perfect example there. Uh, it's very dangerous to go up close in this game. And I guess this class makes up for it, makes up for that weakness by having probably the most attack. More, or at least the most close range attack. But this is the multi-hit. Puts them up. And you can still hit them. Really, really unnecessarily good. And there's even a range area type of spell, which I don't even know why it does damage, which is... Was it this? Yep, the smoke bomb. You, let me throw out those two. So you can see a lot of damage. I'm pretty sure it's based on your weapon and stats. But that is a lot of damage for something to have, for something that is considered to have the lowest range. Oops. But yeah, you can see the damage and the area effect. It lingers for a long time too. Like, why? You can literally kill enemies in seconds with that spell. So, yeah. But I'd say even this class would be considered more at risk than Archer, because as you can see, you have to get up close and personal. Archer can at least run away. Like, I know this can run away, you can see how fast you can just sprint out of any trouble. But there are times when that option may not be available. Let me just use this spell again. I think you can even throw out multiple. Yeah. So, yeah, to me, this class has the lowest defense only because it has to be way up close to your opponent. And that's not, and from my experience with that class, that's something you want to be doing in Wynncraft. Now the last class is this one right here, the Shaman. I don't even want to go too much into this because I could say it's a lot of things. A lot of damage. I think we can all agree with that. With no defense. Non-existent defense. But from what I'm about to show, that won't even matter. As you can see, it says the Shaman benefits from powerful buffs, displacement, and crowd control abilities. Of course, at the cost of low defenses. That's like natural for every class. They have their strengths, and they also have weaknesses. Like Archer, low defense, and they can't really do area damage. Warrior, they lack in spells. Mage, they lack in apparently damage values, but they are more versatile, and their spells are really good too. Well, at least when you unlock them. Assassin, a ton of damage, okay defense, from what apparently they're saying, and but at the cost of really low range. Now Shaman, high damage, really high damage, really good range, really good spells, but non-existent defense. So we'll just get to it. You can see this is my weapon right now. Very fast attack speed, which is very clear. So let's go look for enemies. Because from what I believe, this is probably the most strongest class. As you can see, like let's see the range. I'm way back here, and let me just not be bad at aiming. Yep, more range than Mage, more accurate than Archer, and it shoots 3 of them. Like, why? Why 3? This is very unnecessary. If you have a literal horde of enemies, if you're fighting 100 enemies, and you're low level archer, or not low level archer, low level shaman, like me right now, like that won't even matter. You can see the range, how far this goes, and yeah, how much it can hit. Like, yeah, you can just spam this. Yep, that just killed all 3, and I was aiming pretty much at the middle of all 3 of them. Now, the spells, I don't even know why they decided to do this. But let me show you. You summon a totem, which I think gives damage buffs. It buffs your team too. It buffs you. It does damage. And it pairs well with Vanish, with your, not Vanish, with your mobility spell. Because you teleport, or you pretty much leap towards your totem. So this is pretty much what you're going to be looking for this whole time. You're going to be putting this totem every single time. Let me look. I thought there was a group here, but they all just died before I even got to show it. So let me put a totem right there. And then I just stand here. Wait for... Where's my totem? There it is. Okay. We'll just stand here. Yep. Yep. It can just do that. You can see how the range for it too. It's a really big range. Even if it doesn't kill, you still have this, which is very spammable. It has very good damage, and for some reason hits through walls. And that's not a good example right there. Okay, let's do this. Let me just make sure I'm safe. Okay. Like, zombie over... Why did you go up there? Okay. Zombie over there. And just hit through the tree. Because it can. So, and I haven't even unlocked the other two spells yet. So, I can't even show off Shaman's full potential. But it has the range. Times 3. Literally. It has area damage. It has the very good damage. I couldn't find another word for that. But it has very high damage. It has very fast attack speed, which I think this is going to be what I'm going to be going for. Which is very fast attack speed. And it has a totem where it heals. It supports your teammates too. And it kills? Like... Okay. Like, I don't know why this class got literally everything. Defense does not matter in this class. You can have literally 0 defense, and you'll be okay. Ranged opponents, or at least range monsters, they usually don't have that much range, so you don't have to worry. Maybe I'm giving this class too much credit. Okay, a little close. That was pretty much where that corrupted hex was, right? Yep, I'm hitting it from who knows how many blocks. This is... Yep. Because it needs it. This class needs it, obviously. But, yeah. I think this will be, hands down, the strongest class. And it's not that hard to play also. So, it's a simple class. It just has strengths. I'm just gonna say that. I'm not even gonna say it has weaknesses. Because, like, you can fight up close, you can fight from a distance, and if you somehow get surrounded, just place a totem, throw a totem, and just go there. Like, let's say I'm surrounded here, I can just do this, go right to my totem. Wherever the totem is, right here. Just go right to it. Let's see, 8 seconds, let's go pretty far away. Then, yeah, I just literally retreat to the totem. Where I think all shamans over rely on it for a good reason. It does damage. relatively fast too. I'm pretty sure it heals. And mixed with you being able to just spam this too. Uh I don't think this class should be allowed to die. Like if you die as a shaman, I'm like just question your setup because you should not be dying. I'm even willing to try. Let me go back to the hub. Oh, well, I'm already connecting, apparently. Okay. I'm even willing to try. If I go here. Uh, like one of these. Probably hardcore, where most of my items will drop. Or Iron Man when I get probably this class to level 50. Because you don't really need to do much. So, yeah. Shaman, I would say, most broken class, most da damage output, defense doesn't really matter. It has good area damage, amazing range, amazing spells, and yeah, this will be the first class, well, second class where I do a series out of. So I'm gonna be doing this for a while, even though I have played these two, but I'm gonna be playing Shaman for a bit. I want to really see this class's potential. So for now, I'll end it here. I think Shaman is the overall winner. Not even close. So yeah, we'll see you next time.